Hi guys, Chucky Boy here again, bringing you episode number 13 in my Cresswell Master League series. And yeah, we're trying to bounce back really after the last video. If you've all seen it, we lost our previous game against Instituto away from home. Thankfully, we're back at home this time, so let's hope we can do something a little bit better this time. And obviously our first game is against, as you've seen there, and if you know a bit about this league, you'll know that emblem. It's against Independiente. Now, if you guys follow any South American football whatsoever, you'll probably know this team, just because they are one of the most successful teams in Argentina. Unfortunately, they got relegated last year and find themselves in the Primera B division, but you know, it's happening to quite a few teams. Unfortunately, it was them last year. They had the worst record overall and they went down. So, but yeah, hopefully we can do something against them in this game. As you can also see, guys, as always, I will run through the kits. These I've got kits made by myself yet again. I actually believe this was the first proper kit I had a go at. The Banfield was the first complete set that I made, but this one was the one that I actually did the home kit for these first, just because it's pretty simple as regards design. It wasn't too daunting to have a go at for my first one, so you know, I think it looks good. And yet again, guys, I will also remind you, if you want any of these kits, by all means let me know and I will quite happily send them to you. If you're watching this, you'll know they're for PC only. If you guys want to take them and maybe convert them for console, I'm fine with that too, as long as if you're doing it for a file, I get some credit. You know, if you take them and use them, just mention me, that's all I need, and I'm quite happy for you to do whatever you want to do. And perfect timing, because we just scored as well. And I run out of things to say, so Vasquez hasn't scored many goals this season. A decent prospect on the wing. I think he's only 19 years old. I think we got him from Argentinos Juniors, and he's doing okay. He's had a few games where he's been out of form, and we had to bring Jorgen Chini in for a couple of times. But yeah, I'm reasonably happy with the way Vasquez is doing. It's always a risk taking these players at like 19 and 20 years old, because you never quite know what's going to happen. So yeah, he's doing okay. So we try and run through some bits and bobs that we've got to get through. This video again, guys, is 2 more videos, and it's actually the final 2 games before the transfer window. So this will be obviously 2 games again, as in the previous episode, and then we will have the very special 1 video, about 20 minutes long or so, which is purely transfer window stuff, come-ins and go-ins, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. But hopefully we can get some people in and get some players out, because obviously I have said that I will be trying to sell all the players that are on here that are not Argentinian, and 4 that I've nominated. And I've also said that if I can't get rid of those guys, I will be releasing those guys. So yeah, we need to hopefully get some in, and hopefully get some out as well, get some money brought in, because we don't have a great deal of money to spend, and money is quite difficult to come by this year, so it would be nice to get some bits in to help us with that. Lovely effort there. That's the second one I've had during this game. Actually, you remember the first chance was kind of like that, but this one's a lot closer. But yeah, again, cheering Boney. The more I'm playing with him, guys, the more I'm not hating him as much. Kind of annoying, as I've made a point of transfer listing him and whatnot. As Wild Cow scores again. Do you know, this guy is amazing. I urge you guys, if you need a striker, just give him a try. He'll be in the youth team if you're starting in South America. Otherwise, I think you still find them somewhere. I think you still buy players from the youth teams of whatever region you don't start in, if you get what I mean. You'd probably just have to search for him or maybe wait. I don't know how long it'll take for him to show up, but he will show up eventually, and I urge everybody to try him. Just give him a go, see what he's like. Just because for me, it's been amazing, really. And there we go, we have a 2-0 win. So after disappointment of losing our previous game, we bounced straight back. And yeah, we It was a fairly close game, to be honest, apart from the goals. They had a few chances, I had a few chances, and I managed to score, they didn't. It was pretty simple, really, and obviously Wildcow gets the man of the match right there. So there's the table, guys. That moves us into 6th spot, which is pretty good, and it's on target for where I'm after. As I've explained before, I'm kind of looking for, you know, top 8-ish, something like that, to challenge for the second half of the season. So yeah, we're right on target. So we've got another game coming up in a second, guys, so we'll see you all again in a second or two. So here we are, we're into the final game, if you like, of the first half of the season. Yeah, we've got another home game, thankfully. I was, you know, hoping it was going to be a home game, and it's against Hurricane this time. And yeah, again, guys, as I always do, this team will have a full-blown kit set, done home, away, and a third kit. I don't think there's a goalkeeper kit yet, which is, I kind of forgot to do the whole goalkeeper thing. I should solve that problem pretty soon, though. But yeah, I say we're at home again, which is great, and obviously we're looking to build on the win we had in the previous game. Try and keep this momentum going, really, and we got a clean sheet in the last game, so it would be lovely if we could get the same again, really. And straight away, this happens. 5 minutes in, and who else but the man of the minute, good old Wildcow. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, guys, that may be the 10th goal of the season. So 10 goals in 17 games is pretty good, considering the fact that I didn't really like him at the start. But yeah, it's 10 goals, 17 games. Obviously, he's my top goal scorer right now. I think Chirimboni has 5. Leone, I think, has 5 too. Marchamp has, I think, 3 or 4. But obviously, Wildcow is well out in front on his own with 10. He's actually the highest scorer in the league right now as well, which is even better. Another chance here for Marchamp, but this is the kind of thing I've been dealing with. Some great skills, some great stuff here, but just not quite the finish. But yeah, you know, that's what Wildcow's there for. Marchamp and Wildcow work really well together. There'll be a few times you'll see that. Obviously, you've seen it quite a lot. And this would have been lovely if this had gone in. Just look at that. And then the follow-up shot is pretty poor too. But yeah, it's you know, this game is kind of how the first half of this game went, pretty much. I scored early, which doesn't happen very often, which is, you know, it's when it does happen, it takes that pressure off a little bit. And yeah, I had several chances, and another goal goes in there, and who else but that man yet again, good old Wildcow. And I need to correct myself, because that would be his 10th goal of the season. Yeah, I know he's got 10, and obviously that's the one that makes it 10. But some great build-up play. I'm getting kind of used to doing this kind of thing. The build-up play I can do, it's the finishing that's the issue. But I actually got pretty, I can't even claim that, it was just pure luck. Defender went for a clearance and it comes straight back to me, but what a finish. Yeah, just one of those things. Lucky there, but a beautiful shot. Keeper tried to save it. Got no chance, really. I don't even know why he bothered. He should have just stood still and admired the talent, basically. But like I was saying, Wildcow and Marchamp actually do work really well together. Marchamp doesn't score many. He hasn't scored many at the moment. But the two, I don't know why, they just seem to be able to click. They're a really good partnership. And, you know, I'm coming up to the transfer window, which is obviously doing the next video. I'm not even looking for a new striker. I've got no complaints. As you can see the goal there, which is never good. But yeah, I've got no complaints with my strikers whatsoever. Obviously, I've got Hostabaz on the bench too. And even when he's played, he's played pretty well in the few appearances that he's had this season. So I'm going to try and concentrate on, obviously, strengthening other areas, whereas the strikers are not really an issue, so I don't need to worry about them too much. If you guys watched my last video, you will have remembered me talking about the goalkeepers. Now we have another prime example in this game, unfortunately, coming up in a little while. And I will get to it when it gets to that. I'll talk a little bit about it, but it's a big part of, I want to say, the window coming up will be really trying to improve that position, because the last video you saw, I think two attempts at saving things from my third choice keeper, and yeah, this one just sort of rubs it in a little bit. But we go into the half-time, or we finish half-time, sorry, at 2-1, so it's great. I would love to get a win. I'd love to... obviously, we're in 6th at the moment. I would love to be there, or even higher if we can get up there. But I'd love to take a victory. I would love 2 victories on the spin, just to finish off the first half of the season correctly, you know. And as you can see here, there's some more lovely build-up play here. Yet again, Jurgen sticks the ball away, and yeah, more and more reason to not concern myself with this guy anymore. Really, I'm struggling to find the hate that I did have for him at one point. He actually plays that first pass and just continues that run, and there's obviously was there for the rebound, but yeah, he runs all the way from that very first pass, so it's some great little play. Yeah, like I said, I'm struggling to find the hatred that I had for this guy. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, he's still on transfer list. I've explained this several millions of times already, so I don't need to keep going over it. But if he goes, I would actually probably be a little bit disappointed thinking about it. But you know, we'll see what happens. That's all part of the window. That's all to come. So we'll see what goes on there. So as you can see, guys, we're coming towards the end of the game, winning 3-1. And yeah, we've played pretty well. Obviously, we had a lot of chances. A hell of a lot of chances. They've only had a couple. In fact, they've only had one and they scored from that one. So, a dominant performance in the final league game of the first half, and it's pretty great. But then, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This was the incident I was talking about, guys. Now, this keeper is out of form, but so were my other 2 keepers. I didn't have a choice yet again. And this is one of the dangers of playing out of form goalkeepers in this game. Just bad. Just so bad. I still can't work out exactly what he tried to do, because he makes a save. It's not even a difficult shot, but it hits his leg, and yeah, it's just so bad. But like I said in the last video, when he made a couple of mistakes in the last video, this is becoming a real problem area for me. I need to sort this position out, hopefully in the window. If not, I may have to just deal with it until the summer and try and get maybe 2 or 3 keepers in. You know, make rapid changes to my defence, hopefully, as well. So, but there we go. We managed to keep ourselves in the lead. And as you can see by the stats, we had 14 attempts on goal. They only had 6. I'd say quite dominant, and that obviously we don't move up in the table too much, well, at all, to be honest, because of other results. But yeah, like I said, guys, we aim for top 8 at the halfway stage, and we are 6th. So I'm more than happy with that. And guys, the next video will be purely transfer window, so we've got the beautiful thing to come there. I'm really excited about it, to be honest, because I could do with some deals to try and freshen things up. But we'll see what happens, guys. Okay. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you all again next time.